Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Brandy and in today's video we are going to be putting my house back together. We're going to be playing a massive game of catch up and I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. So before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Alright, let's do this. Today we're starting off in my entryway, and this area of my home just happens to get the most cluttered of probably any other space, and that's just because everything comes out here when it's either on its way upstairs or out the front door. So over here, these baskets have been driving me crazy, and I am struggling so bad with this storage solution, and not even a storage solution. Maybe a decorative solution? I have no idea. But I did not know how to style the bottom of this table, and I know a lot of people actually have these same baskets under theirs. I am not a fan of visual clutter, so a lot of times I prefer them to just be completely empty. But then it's like, what is the point if you can't use, you know what I mean? Like if you can't actually use it. So I have, one is supposed to be dirty clothes that need to go upstairs. One's supposed to be items that need to go upstairs. Like the thing on the left is supposed to be items that need to go up, and then I also have one for like Amazon returns, like store returns, and then donations. So at this point it's just gotten a little out of control and I knew I needed to just tackle it. I am wanting to switch up quite a few things in my house. Things are just not running smoothly. We have way too much stuff and it's time for a major declutter. And I actually brought that up over in my community tab, and I asked you guys to leave me a comment and let me know what area of your home needs the most help. So actually go ahead and leave a comment down here also. I am going to be going through every area of my home, probably starting off in my kitchen and just pulling everything out, getting rid of as much as I possibly can, and just kind of starting over. So let me know in the comments down below what area of your home is currently driving you the craziest.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired. We could have breakfast, counting your freckles, close to the west coast. How about that? Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want.
I am just shaking my head at myself right now. My goodness. I have a basket for Mackenzie's toys down in the living room, and she does bring stuff down from her room, but it had accumulated so much to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab this bin, I'm going to throw it all in the bin, and then I'm going to take everything upstairs. Every single toy is going to go upstairs. And that is the result of that. And this is actually me taking a photo because one of the local teachers has asked for donations for a classroom she's putting together. So I'm going to be keeping her in mind while I'm doing a declutter. So I will be back on my toy declutter kick soon. I have to figure out how to let go of stuff without feeling guilty about it. So definitely follow along on this upcoming journey if you need to get rid of stuff too. Even if it's not going to be the easiest, even if it's stuff that is still perfectly fine and not damaged or broken, you just have too much stuff.
We just get a place together. Why don't we just get a place together? We can get white walls with big windows up on the third floor in our chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better.
before I touch or put away anything else in this living room, I am going to tackle this bookshelf. This bookshelf has been sitting just in the middle of our living room for probably a few months now. I got caught up with the garage and it has just been sitting here. I got this secretary desk a few months ago also, and I did move it into the house when I cleaned my garage out, but I haven't got around to refinishing it yet, but it's just sitting here. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and just clean it up really good and then start using it. And then I'm not going to be painting the inside of the drawers. So even if I have stuff in it, I can just cover it up to be able to paint the face of the drawers. So we are going to start using this and then I will eventually get it painted, but I need to get that bookshelf out of my living room. And I knew that I could keep cleaning my living room again and again and again. I mean, I've probably picked it up how many times? And if I didn't do the bookshelf right this second, it would probably just end up like staying there again. So I knew before I touched anything that I needed to go ahead and tackle this project because it's been on my to-do list for way too long.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. I'm thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you.
This drawer is going to be like our media drawer, I guess. I've always stored headphones, extra chargers, random cords and cables over here. So I figured I would just go ahead and put all of the things that are in this basket into a drawer. And then when I go through room by room, I will do a deeper declutter. I also have some cord wraps that you can write like what they go to. That way I can maybe consolidate a few of the chargers. We just have so many, and I know there's a lot of duplicates that we don't need to hang on to. For today, though, I'm just trying to get everything to where it needs to be, even if it makes that space overflow. I will deal with it later. For today, I was just focusing on putting everything where it needed to be and not in random areas. And the bookshelf was definitely an area that was just driving me a little bit crazy. So at least everything is now in a drawer and I don't have to look at it. And when my mental health is ready to do a massive declutter, I will be able to tackle it.
You only call me on the weekends when you're out and about, only chasing highs. You need me. He brings me flowers on a Tuesday. He gives me good loving, something that I never thought existed. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind now. A queen needs a king to be by her side. On my mind's loving's on my mind. He can do me better, he can do me better. On my mind's everything I like. He can do me better, he can do me better than you. about. Tell me, do you really need me? I'm painting pictures and I'm dreaming about that good love and something that I know you cannot give me. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind.
As you can see, I'm still continuing on with taking all of the toys upstairs, and yes, that caution tape needs to go to the basement and be added to our Halloween bin. But as you can see, I'm still adding all of the toys to a pile, and it is all going to go upstairs, including the bin that usually stays down here. That way I can sort through everything in one spot. When I did a toy declutter earlier this year, I thought I did really good. Like, I got rid of a lot of stuff, but clearly I did not do a good enough job. So we definitely have to go back in and try and cut down on the toys again. It is just overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me, so I know it's overwhelming for Mackenzie. She says she likes her room messy, but I'm not sure. I know she plays in there so much more when she has a clean room. So we'll have to see how it goes. But for today, like I said, I was just focusing on getting everything where it needed to be, even if I messed up the area that I put it in because it didn't fit, because there's too much stuff already. If it needs to go there, it went there, and we will deal with it on another day.
La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side, and I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la.
If you saw my garage series, which if you have not, I definitely recommend it. It went very well on my channel, which I am so very grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the love and support over there. But if you were here, you know that I had a lot of stuff that I had to figure out what to do with. So here in a minute, I will explain exactly what the random mess of tools is that I just showed you.
Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Don't let me hold you now.
It is a new day, but it is the same mess on the table. And if you've ever heard the saying, clutter collects clutter, well, so do surfaces. Any surface you have, you're opening yourself up for a cluttered mess. I mean, obviously, I need countertops and a dining room table, but this table is extra, it's additional. We don't all fit at it, so when we do sit here, we have to pull up a chair, and honestly, it has just been collecting clutter. So I have decided to just try and get rid of it. We're doing an experiment. I have not refinished it yet. I've done like the rough sanding and patching and things like that, but I have not actually refinished it. And you guys, it's been years now at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and move it out to the garage. So everything on it, I'm going to put away to the best of my ability. Like I mentioned earlier, we are just putting things where they need to go. Butane fuel, though, like where do you keep your random items like that? I don't even think we have anything anymore that uses butane fuel. I'm sure it was from our camping days, and also my fire logs that we use in the fireplace in the winter. Where do you store those at? Like, maybe I'll just put them in the basement. They say not to let them get too hot, so I don't want to put them in the garage. We do live in Georgia, so we do have pretty intense heat still. So I'm really not sure where to put my butane fuel and starter logs. But this is what I was talking about earlier when I showed you guys that gray bin full of miscellaneous tools. I had the idea Since I had this leftover toolbox, I'm going to start using it for random projects because right now we work out of either a cardboard box or a tote, like a bin or a tote, and then we end up having bins and totes everywhere. Well, this guy, I went out to the garage and I filled it up with all of the tools we're going to be using on our backyard makeover. So I am really, really excited about this. I'm so glad I had that idea. It will be much easier carrying this around from spot to spot than to have a cardboard box or a tote, and then the tote or the cardboard box just gets stuck in the garage and then we just keep collecting them. So this will be super nice to just put what I need from my tool chest into the toolbox, and then when we're done with that project, we can just put it back, hopefully. But right now, we're going to go ahead and vacuum, and then we are going to move this table out of the way, and you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this space without the table, or do you think the table is necessary, or it adds something to the space? I mean, we use our dining room table now all the time, so we don't really need this table here, especially with my new cabinet that I have. I feel like that adds enough like depth or warmth to the space, so we don't necessarily need a table anymore. But you'll have to let me know in the comments down below.
Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La la I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
I'm pretty sure I've never had this many dirty dishes at once. It has been a crazy week, and I mean crazy. I really hope it's going to get better from here, though. I'm hoping and praying. My goodness, it has been a lot, and I love getting to come on here and talk to y'all. It is so therapeutic. I wish I could go into more detail, though, but I'm not going to. But it's just been a lot, and I'm so glad to have you guys here with me. But we have accumulated more dishes than I think I've ever had dirty. We've just kind of been loading the dishwasher as we can, and then I honestly, it hasn't been a priority lately. So I decided tonight, and it was very late at this point, to just get all of the dishes done. Normally I would let things sit, and then I had to give my puppy some lovin's. He was at my feet. Honestly, I think he's probably saying, "Hey mom, it's time to go to bed." But we were pushing through it on this particular night. But I knew if I let it sit, because I typically just wait for the dishwasher to stop and then I'll just load it, and sometimes I run it multiple times a day. Well, I was never running it the multiple times a day. I was just kind of like sitting and waiting, sometimes for days. So I knew I needed to just get everything washed, even the silverware, even the really weird things that you would just want to just put in the dishwasher. I knew I just needed to get them washed and then clean the rest of the kitchen, come back, dry them off, and then put them away. I knew it would never get done if I didn't just do it. And it felt so good to have those dishes done. We had like cupcake pans from my son making muffins, the quesadilla maker, just all sorts of weird random things that needed to be washed. So we went ahead and got it done. So if you need any dishwashing motivation, this is definitely for you.
Talk to me, baby. I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on somehow we can make this alright. Just keep on trying. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around. Drowning our fights and whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. You know, might be easier just to let it go. Cut the cable short and the problem solved. Might be easier for you. I do it all night. You're my only lifeline.
This was me struggling. I had been moving this bag of like random things my husband got at Lowe's. I had been moving them around for the last 2 days, and finally that was just my like to the dining room. And if you're not new here, you know what my dining room typically looks like. And I actually don't think I have any footage of my dining room on this particular day. It's not horrible. It's not great though, and we definitely have to do some work in there. But I went ahead and just put it in there, and I was like, you know what? We'll deal with it later. And yes, look at this massive flower arrangement. My husband and I just celebrated our 15-year wedding anniversary on June 6th, and he had that arrangement delivered to our door. Oh my goodness, I have never gotten a flower arrangement that big. I was like, I feel like you got me a tree. It is gorgeous though. But now we're going to start moving on to all of the knickknacks that have collected on our counters. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at the to-do list that I'm going to be trying to warm my children up to, because clearly my command center clipboards didn't really do the trick. I'm hoping these little boards from Amazon will.
It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending, I'm born like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. It's trouble in your mind how I spend my time, but it's a 24-hour streak. Wasting all your thoughts just to criticize, but there are plenty more ways to think. I'm not pretending, I'm more like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
I need to change the blade on this scraper so incredibly bad. I ended up just using the other side, which is like the pink plastic side, and it did the trick until I can go ahead and get my blade changed. I was just trying to be as efficient and quick as possible. As you can see, I think it says what, like 10:49 right now. I don't think I finished cleaning until after midnight on this particular night, but this is the to-do list little board, and the top part opens up and you can change out the paper. I'm hoping it works. We will see how it goes. They check off the chores as they go. Maybe it'll work some magic. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've used these, or maybe you have a system that works better that you can let me know about. We've been getting the kids more involved with doing things around the house. I just need something that will maybe give them a little bit more independence to do their chores without me having to ask so many times.
You should see the city lights tonight. I don't think they've ever burned this bright. Did you know when how everything would turn out? We learned to run, we learned to fight.
These chairs are another item that are just going to stay where they're at, just like the broom. I am getting ready to do a backyard makeover. I think I'll probably start doing more of like a declutter series before I get into the makeover series. But we are going to be doing some fun stuff in our backyard, and I will be bringing you guys along for that. That is why I have patio chairs in my house right now. And now we are going to head back to the kitchen, and I thought I was going to put these on Marketplace. I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to try and keep them maintained anymore. It's really hard. But then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Whatever I sell them for, I might as well just use them. Like, just use them, get your use out of them, and then you can sell them on Marketplace. I mean, the price will probably not change much, but as you can see, one of the cushion covers was already dirty again after I had cleaned it. So I do need to go ahead and wash that again. I do have Scotch Guard though, so I'm going to go ahead and spray them down really good, get them protected, and then we're just going to use them. Imagine that, we're going to use something. I know, I'm crazy.
Sooner or later, we can become strangers. Someday, somewhere, we can be new again. We can be anything that we wanted to be back then. Just wait, just wait. If I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. And if I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. I wanted to be saved before we lost our way. We were picture perfect, but below the surface, I wasn't okay. I made it look the way. I'm saying you deserved it. Sometimes it just happens that way. Sooner or later, we can become strangers. Someday, somewhere, we can be new again. We can be anything that we wanted to be back then. Just wait, just wait. If I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. And if I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. Too soon to know we were in trouble. Too late to make it go away. You always try too hard to hide it. You made it easier each day. If I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. And if I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through.
I cannot believe I stuck it out and was able to get all of those dishes dried and put away. Unfortunately, there's still a few dishes left from dinner though, so I'm going to go ahead and wash those now. Then I'm going to give the sink a good scrub down because it's been a while. The sink hasn't been empty enough to scrub the sink down in quite a while, which it's sad but true. And then my last thing on my to-do list that I have saved for last, because I'm a procrastinator, is cleaning the half bath. It needed a good cleaning so bad, and I was so tempted to just let it go, not do it, but I didn't let myself, so we will be getting to that half bath also.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. So you are like me, wanna be free like a summer night. I'm feeling.
By this point in the night, I was like, maybe I don't want to be crawling around on the floor, scrubbing the toilet on camera with how tired I am. So I went ahead and just knocked it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you some motivation if that is what you are needing, or maybe you just like watching cleaning videos and relaxing. I know that's what I like to do a lot of the time. So I hope you guys will consider subscribing and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. All right, friends, I will see you in the next one. Bye.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you.